Hey everyone, it's Stephanie here, also known as Kirsty the Squirrel. We're doing the get to know you tag this week. Miss Carly, aka Scott Squirrel, came up with this idea and I thought it was a wonderful idea. So let's get started. My favorite movie would have to be The Labyrinth with David Bowie. I've loved that movie since I was a little kid, and I don't know, I still watch it every day. And when I lived with my sister and I shared a room with my 4-year-old niece, who was 4 at the time, she loved it and we watched it a whole year every night, and I could probably still do that again. What do I want to be when I grow up? Well, considering that I'm 23, gonna be 24 in April, I should already know what I want to be, but I do not. I want to go back to school and finish and be a teacher, and I want to teach either little kids or history because I am a history nerd. My eye color is blue, if you cannot tell from the iPhone 6 video. Shout out to Apple. Laptop crash, so cell phone video if you can't tell. What is the first thing you notice about someone? Whatever. Let's see. Well, considering I'm 5'2", I usually notice how tall somebody is. I will say the first thing I noticed about Derek, my fiance, when I first saw him ever, was his eyes. They were very kind and he was very cute. And that's another story for another time. A scary movie or a happy ending? Depends on what mood I'm in, or who I'm with. Like if I'm with Derek, he doesn't like scary movies, so we don't watch scary movies that often. But I love scary movies and I love happy endings, and if they're together, even better. What is the furthest you have ever been from home? When I was in 6th grade, my grandparents took me on a cruise and we actually went to the island where they made Gilligan's Island, which is we left Florida on the ship, and it took us overnight to get there, and it was so much fun. We got to this island and we had to get on another boat to go to that island, and the water was so clear and it was beautiful, but the water was also very deep and I could not swim. It was really pretty and it was actually a lot of fun, even though I was 12 and no other children were around me. Do you have any special talents? Let's see. I can actually play alto sax, tenor sax, and the bari saxophone. Shout out to band. I was in color guard for 8th grade to my senior year, so I can kind of dance. Any siblings? I have 2 older sisters. They're a lot older than me. Actually, they're 10 years older than me. I'm the baby, the very baby one. So I was the unplanned favorite one. So when was the last time you cried? Let's see. It's actually a really funny story. Me and Derek were reading something about each Toy Story, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen Toy Story 3, and he was talking about the incinerator part, and he was like, oh my god, he was like, it's very heart wrenching, you have to watch it. And so he showed it to me and I started crying. I was like, oh my god. It was I was like, this is for children. If you were another person, would you be a friend of yourself? I would hope I would, because I think I'm funny. I also know I can be kind of annoying, and Derek said I'm funny, so we'll go with that. I think I would be, because I kind of have an idea of the person I would like to be sometimes, and I'm not that person, but I want to be that person, and I kind of strive to be that person. It's not always easy, but I mean, you just gotta work hard, you'll get there. It's kind of close to how my best friend is, and I love her to death. Her name is Liz. I would be kind of like her in a way, and I feel like we're best friends, so I would hope I would be friends with myself. One thing no one knows about you. Well, I guess a lot of you guys may not know that I am engaged, and I'm actually getting married in June. We've been together almost 4 years, and it's fun, and he's an awesome, hilarious person. And my last question is, how did I discover PTX? Well, I remember them on the sing-off, and I was like, wow, they're really good. And then kind of, I didn't really keep in touch with it. And I would see stuff every once in a while on Facebook, and I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And then last Christmas, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, I guess, yeah, 2014 Christmas, my sister sent me the link to Mary Did You Know, and I watched it and I was like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And I was like, and I watched another video, and I don't remember what video it was, but I was like, oh my god, if I keep watching this, I'm going to be like thrown into that vortex. And I was like, don't do it. So I didn't do it. And then later on, I guess it was this past summer, I was on Facebook and I saw Scott and Mitch Superfruit video for Hip Hop Goes Broadway. I was like, oh my god, these guys are hilarious and they're talented. So I went and watched more Superfruit videos, and from there I just started watching Squirrelatonix videos, and now I'm hooked. So I hope that was enlightening.